So here's a quick one that backs up why you guys nowadays should never, for you relationship guys that want to get married, never accept this whole my future wife's going to be a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home wife unless actually there are little kids involved. Because my goodness, nowadays everybody should have a freaking job, and especially if she's a stay-at-home wife not doing her job. Titled, Am I the a-hole for threatening to divorce my wife if she didn't become a proper homemaker in the next month? And a shout to Nishad for sending this story. It says, my wife and I have been married for 4 years. I'm 33 and she's 32. Her name is Steph. Steph is a stay-at-home wife, and since we got married, she's been incredibly inconsistent with household labor. I work a physically demanding job, and it would really help if Steph could at least cook dinner more than once or twice a week. Instead, she sits at the dinner table, hunched over her phone for hours a day. She's completely addicted to it, but she refused to even have a conversation about this. You're married 4 years, you have a very labor-intensive, demanding job, and she doesn't work, and she's home all day looking at fucking TikTok, and you get 2 meals a week out of her? Oh, hell no. If she isn't working, being a part of the grind, then absolutely, you come home to dinner every night, and there should be food already prepared that you can take with you to lunch or something like that. I'm not saying she has to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning and have breakfast for you. That'd be nice. But at the very least, dinner every night, no matter what. Food in the fridge for leftovers. And that apartment or house better be spotless, like you could eat off the floor. And of course, the fridge is always stocked. The cupboards are stocked. Because what is she doing the whole time? But you're allowing this behavior. Now, about twice a year, I have an opportunity to visit a foreign country for work. The nature of the work is to supervise construction and instruct the workers there. The compensation for these trips is always fantastic. And Steph is appreciative when I go because I bring home a pretty fat paycheck after. Now we're getting somewhere here. Yeah, I'm sure she's very appreciative. You're gone, which means she could probably have fun with some other dude. Let's be honest here. He hasn't mentioned about their bedroom life, but I'm sure their bedroom life is pretty dull, if not non-existent. 3 weeks ago, I was about to depart for 2 weeks on such a trip. At around 10 in the morning, I texted Steph and said that time was tight, but I'd be home by 12:30 to pick up my luggage. I asked her if she would make me something for lunch, and she agreed to do so. I emphasized that I had about 10 minutes to stuff my face and get to the airport. Okay, he's going away for 2 weeks. Can you make me a fucking sandwich? Can you warm me up a can of Campbell's soup? Something. So at 11 in the morning, I texted her once again saying, I'll be home as planned at 12:30. Again, she said, okay. At 12 p.m., I texted her saying I was leaving. I walk in the door at exactly 12:30, only to find her sitting at the table again, hunched over on her phone. When I walked in, she gave me this bewildered look. She has done literally nothing. Nothing was cooking. How hard is it to make a sandwich? How hard is it to open the can of Campbell's soup and put in the microwave and here you go, honey? Steph stood up in a panic and said she'd start making me lunch. But I told her that was pointless. She sheepishly apologized and I responded. He said, and this is what he says. He says, don't say sorry, just be less fucking useless. I don't blame him. This made her very upset. I just picked up my luggage, left, and went to the airport. I did manage to pick up some food at the airport, but I would really have liked a home-cooked meal before eating out every day for 2 weeks. Guys, I don't blame him. He has a right to yell at her. But what do you think she's going to focus on? Is she going to focus on the fact that she's let him down again? And she's sitting on her fucking ass all day watching TV and Netflix and playing on her phone? Or, you know what I mean? So I get home last week, and Steph is still angry with me. She said that what I said to her was over the top. I asked what she's been doing these last 2 weeks, and she insisted she was super busy. And he says, yeah, Instagram and Netflix. Super busy, huh? What, getting a job? Watching reruns of Julia Childs learning how to cook? I think not. I gave her an ultimatum. Well, ultimatums usually never work. That she has 1 month until January 10th to get her shit together and be a proper homemaker. I told her she couldn't. I'd be going to divorce her. Steph was super upset, and for the past week, she's been sulking. Again, Instagram and Netflix. She told her family about it, and her mother basically blamed me for Steph's lack of direction in life. Her mother's blaming you for the lack of direction. Isn't mom the one that contributed to how she is today? I know it's nonsense that a 30-year-old woman needs to have her handheld to do anything, but what was I being ridiculous about ultimatum? Well, ultimatums usually don't work either way. But here's the deal. The only thing ridiculous is the fact that you married her. Was she like this before you got married? Did she have a job before you were married? Did she cook before you were married? Or did you get married and say, okay, there you go? There's missing information here. I have no problem with him laying down the law. I have no problem with him yelling at her because she deserved to be yelled at. This guy's busting his ass and she does nothing except sit on her ass all day. And if she's sitting on her ass all day, I'm sure her ass is probably getting bigger every day. I don't know anything about bedroom action, but I'm assuming that's probably non-existent because her big ass can't get off the freaking couch, you know? Got fucking something the size of Wyoming in front of him. But anyhow, no. He needs to get rid of her. And this is why this stay-at-home wife crap doesn't work. If he had little kids, okay, then I can understand the stay-at-home wife thing. And I can understand maybe less meals, not no meals, but less meals. Like, instead of having and I don't mean 2 meals a week, but if she has little kids and diapers and take them to preschool and the doctor's appointments and all that, I can understand her being tired and, maybe a meal every day instead of 3 meals every day or something. And I'm being nice with that. But still, no. It's over. It's not working. And you're not responsible for holding her hand. She's a grown-ass woman. Situation was reversed. Do you think she'd be holding his hand if he didn't have a job? No. So, but also this bonehead married her. But there you go. So guys, he's not the villain here. And oh, by the way, the whole comment section is overwhelmingly against him. The whole comment section, which is surprising to me, honestly, given the story, says he's being too hard on her. That maybe she's depressed, or maybe she has ADHD or some alphabet thing, and she needs help and understanding. No, she needs a foot up her ass. That's what she needs to get off her butt and take care of her guy here. I personally think he had to divorce her. Cut his losses. It's been 4 years and move on. Because she's an a-hole. The mother-in-law is an a-hole. And, God, they have kids. They can have little a-holes. So, gentlemen, do not tolerate this nonsense. Now, a few comments from sane people before I wrap this up. The guy says, tell her mom that it was her job to give her daughter direction and purpose in her life. And you'd hope that you'd found a perfect ally in yours, since she failed in her duty as a parent. The price is paid by the husband, hence the need for separation. No questions asked. I think the mom just doesn't want her to come back. Another one, not the a-hole. Divorce her now before she gets crazy alimony from you. Not to mention that her mother is just bad. This is not your fault. If anything, it's her mother's for raising her lazy ass. The deal is her job being a stay-at-home wife. She's not holding up to her end of the bargain. She's in the wrong. But she's going to play victim, so make sure you watch how you take her from here on out. Yeah, this guy better control the narrative because she's going to play the victim. She's going to whine and cry on social media. She'll probably be one of these boneheads making these TikTok posts about woe is me. She'll be trashing him on social media. She'll be telling everybody she knows, including the FedEx driver, how awful he is to her. Yeah, be careful. Another one. This guy says, the title really pissed me off. I thought I was going to read a very different story, haha. Geez, you have no kids and that's your behavior? I'm very grateful for my opportunity to be a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 kids, I cook 3 meals a day, I homeschool and I work out every day. She can find a way to move her butt a little more. Yeah, that's from a woman, and good for this woman. Yeah. How much time would it really take her to cook 1 freaking meal a day? Think about this. She goes grocery shopping a couple days a week. She cooks a meal every day, and that meal, you make enough of it, you got leftovers and everything like that. Not that hard. And I'm assuming they don't live in a big place yet. Keep the apartment or condo clean. It's not going to take that much time every day. If she's efficient about it, and then she can watch all the Netflix she wants. But no excuse. And one more. This guy says, she's a stay-at-home wife. How lucky. We're preparing to have me work less to be home more. But I work 25 hours a week and meal prep for when I'm not here. I stay consistent with cleaning. Also, we have 2 kids and a dog. Not the a-hole because you provide financially. She needs to provide a home. It's plain and simple. If she expects you to help or do things yourself, then she needs to get a job and contribute. That's also from a woman. And I noticed in the comments section, it's pretty interesting. What I gathered is the people that were defending her, saying she could be depressed, she could have ADHD and all other crap, or maybe you should talk to her. They were guys. But the ones that are giving her a big kick in the pants are women. Stay-at-home moms that juggle multiple children, go to the grocery store, take the kids to doctor's appointments, soccer, ballet, cook, exercise themselves. Yeah, these women have no patience for her ass. So anyhow, dump her, divorce her, move on. And guys out there, do not go for the whole stay-at-home wife nonsense anymore. Unless she has a bun in the oven and she's about to give birth, then that's okay. But other than that, no. Just get a fucking job.